bridges were falling down. Slaves to the men that stole the crown. There's a warning sign like a blazing sun. You don't wanna see because you're having fun. But those who control all the information celebrate and lie to the people to keep them watching. And the walls come crashing down as the war at home reaches your town. You have no choice, it's safe and clean. We all submit to the war machine. Consequence be damned. Send a call for a brawl in a foreign land. We slide their advantage through the door, getting rich off the blood of the fighting poor. Well, that's your democracy, one big hypocrisy. You want me to give my life for country. Sacrifice yourself today and don't think about getting in their way. Camouflaged in black and green, one more gear in the war machine. The consequences so severe, so pull your trigger quickly, dear. Our patriots are acting up, let's punish them with fear. Hey, hey! And the walls come crashing down as parades in spades march on your town. They count the votes, they bought the dream, paid in full by the war machine. So you see the plan, an endless war, a profit scam. The system's right, the news you read, propaganda, plant that seed in the mindless love of a generation, captivated, trained, entertained, and held in bondage. And the walls come crashing in like a plague, they will blame it on our sins. The choice is posed by men unseen. Give yourself to the war machine. Will you sound out a warning when you see the signs in the sky? But in the land of the blind, it's a crime to exist with an eye. And your dreams are in color, but your life is a pale afternoon. And the truth is a song, but the notes are all played out of tune. Well, hey, hey, Bob Dylan, I wrote you a song, and I know that the answers we're searching for will be here for long. You taught us that war is a sin and a sham and a shame, and the penance we pay for our silence is more than just taking the blame. And the world is a spinning far out of control, We got storms in the east while the western world's selling its soul. Oh Bob, I've been stressing and fretting the thought of it all, 'cause the world that I know and I love is now dangling and ripe for the fall. And the American Pharaoh is poised and ready to strike. But dictators rise and they fall 'cause they all act alike. And they teach you to fear and surrender what's left of your youth. And the wealth that you give them is spent on the purchase of truth. Well, hey, hey, Bob Dylan, I wrote you a song, and I know that the answers we're searching for will be here for long. You taught us that war is a sin and a sham and a shame, and the penance we pay for our silence is more than just taking the blame. Where are the Christians and why don't they answer the call? They believe in their scriptures but don't seem to use them at all. Well, you can't go and bomb the whole world in God's holy name. If Jesus were here, you'd collapse from the weight of the shame. Well, hey, hey, Bob Dylan, we need you today, 'cause the freedom we fight and we die for is sailing away. And there's too many voices of wrong drowning out what is right. Come sing with me now and together we'll take up the fight. Come sing with me now and together we'll take up the fight.
Stacy.
Thank you. Comps check.
There are birds of prey in the skies with murder in their eyes. Far below, out on these crashes, choirs sing hallelujah. Force multiplies in the street like symphonies of rain. Can you hear the violins play as children sing hallelujah? Arm yourselves, little lambs, for the calling is at hand, and the wolves have come to dinner. I can hear them at my door. They say come celebrate.
Can't turn it off.
Let the slaves be born. Take the praise. Pick your poison, drink it slowly, but I say no more.
You're listening to the smooth hitting sounds of Jordan Page.
All right. Guess who it is? It's Crypto in Chat. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back for real this time. I don't know what happened, man. I had to restart the old computer, the old Pewter Smith, and it turned off the microphone in the program. Wah, wah, wah. Well, it wouldn't be Crypto in Chat if we didn't lose audio at least once a month, and it's been
more than that.
it's been quite a while. It's been like 15 episodes since we've lost audio.
Shout out to Stacy and Greg, both holding us down.
Yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate it. We have a lot to discuss, and we have a very special guest with us tonight. We are very, very excited about our guest, Jordan Page. You could check him out at jordanpagemusic.com. We're going to bring him in just a moment. But before we do, let's preface this this joyous occasion with some thoughts from Moses. Moses, how are you?
I'm all right, I guess.
I don't know if you had any thoughts lined up. I was just trying to pass it.
What do you
Trying
want?
to pass the football over.
Well, my first thought,
You got a new microphone.
this is a new mic.
New mic wire, I mean.
All right. Well, no more problems with that where that's concerned.
Beautiful.
My biggest idea that I'd like to bring, we are Crypto in Chat, and we are in the middle of Cryptogeddon. It is the end of times, the end of days. Bitcoin, died on the cross today. So
Preach.
I'm hoping that in 3 days it rises again on Sunday. And
Well-
we are having Jordan Page on. What up, Jamie Smith in the house?
We are in biblical times here, it seems. The end of days for crypto, some believe. Weak hands are folding.
Weak hands.
Weak hands are folding at the
Prospect.
at the hands, I was going to say, at the hands of King Troll himself. There's been a lot of messy business going on with King Troll lately.
Well, there's a rally going on right now on Coinbase. Just Litecoin just went up to 121 right now.
On Coinbase.
Right before we started.
You believe that?
I'm telling you, it went up 6%. That's pretty good.
Let's check it out real quick. Jordan, hang tight, buddy. We're going to bring you in a moment.
I mean, we're going to get weird with Jordan tonight.
Oh, we're
just
going to
so
get
everybody
super
knows.
weird. So we got to get crypto in first.
Get the crypto out of the way.
We're going to talk to Jordan about crypto. Most definitely, he's a crypto veteran. I think when we made the mistake of laughing at the Bitcoin guys, I think he didn't.
Yeah.
I think he befriended them. Smart man. Smart man. Yeah, we got a darling of a rally here.
Woo!
Litecoin up 6.58%.
Oh, right there, 6.82.
Look, right before your eyes. It's on the rise.
He can't help it, ladies and gentlemen.
Can't help it.
He can't help it. He smelt it. He dealt it.
If you smelt it, you dealt it. And I did smelt it.
That's good. I mean, we got other crypto things to talk too, but I say bring on the crazy. I mean, because we got to start with Jordan in crypto first because it's Crypto in Chat, but then we will systematically move to the things that we share in common and knowledge.
So
And
let's do that.
hopefully everybody watching is okay with that.
Let's just bring him in like Flynn.
All right.
Flynn on the chin.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the man who you were just listening to,
The legendary
Jordan Page.
The legendary legend, Jordan P.H. Is he going to pick up? I think he picked up. Jordan Page! Jordan Page. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Where you at, man? On the moon? Yeah, we can hear you. It's a little choppy, a little blurry, but we can hear you. Yeah, where are you? You're in you're in Washington, right?
I'm in Washington. Yeah, we're up almost to Canada.
Nice.
And, it's a beautiful place. God brought me to a beautiful place to raise these kids. So,
Amen.
in the background there.
Yeah, that's no problem. What are you up to now? We heard Legend says 9. Is that true?
No, I got 7.
7. All right. Legend.
Where'd you get 9
the
from?
tall dude? Word on the streets, man. Tall tales. Tall tales of Jordan Page.
Legend of Jordan Page.
We were just playing some of your music, Jordan, and we were talking about how you didn't make the same mistake as us years ago with cryptocurrency, because we definitely balked at it back in 2012. When did you first get into crypto?
I got into crypto, I want to say, probably 2011, 2012. I was certainly a proponent of it, but I was using it like a currency, because that's what it was supposed to be. To me and everyone else, it was like, it was a freedom tool, and it was a way to undermine the Federal Reserve System, because everything was all about ending the Fed. And we identified the Federal Reserve as a source point for all of the shenanigans of American imperialism, and our subjugation of countries all around the world, and the subjugation of the people here at home. All comes from the participation of the Federal Reserve manipulating the monetary system. And so we were using Bitcoin as an alternative to using dollars. And so I was paying my rent with Bitcoin. I was buying goods and services with Bitcoin. I was seeking out people who traded in Bitcoin to do business with. And, because dollars are blood money. And Bitcoin was innocent of all that. And so it was just a way around. And I mean, I probably spent $100,000 of Bitcoin on rent one month, because, back then it was probably $800 worth of Bitcoin, and today it's probably worth over $100,000. So I didn't ride the Bitcoin train all the way to the moon, like so many of my friends did, because they just held on to theirs. They just bought and bought and bought and mined, and I didn't. I was using it the way that I thought it was supposed to be used, and what the philosophy behind it was, and so I mean, I kicked myself in one sense, and I also look at myself as part of the solution, and part of what helped make Bitcoin great.
Are you accepting Bitcoin like Tatiana is for your music?
Oh yeah, I accept almost any cryptocurrency if it's a reputable currency. Absolutely. Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, you name it. The one that I'm really hot on is Nexus.
That's where we were going.
I know you guys. Yeah. So I accept Nexus. I accept, I have a Coinomi wallet, so I can. They've got 75 different currencies on there you can accept, and
No, I think we lost you. Hold on.
Yeah, I would love to get paid clear, just
hold on one
straight
second.
up in cryptocurrency. That would be my preferred method.
We lost your audio.
I'm still here. Can you guys hear me?
Hey, anybody in the chat,
Okay.
just let us know if you could hear Jordan or if you could hear us. I don't know why the hell this is giving us so much trouble all of a sudden.
Corrected Axiom.
Let's see where we're at here.
Can you hear me?
Time out,
Hello?
Jordan.
Time out.
If you can
Okay.
hear me.
Quit your talking. Quit your yapping for a second. You're talking good stuff. Hold on.
Stacy said it was fixed,
Oh, it was fixed? Okay.
but I mean, we lost.
You got me?
We lost you. What do you... Give us some words of wisdom real quick. See if we got you back.
Words of wisdom. Don't piss in the wind. Did you hear that?
We lost him altogether
We
now?
must have. I mean, there he is.
No, you're still moving.
You can hear us?
Do you want to call me back?
We can't hear you.
Yes.
He
I
can
hear
All right,
you.
you can hear us. Hold on a second. For whatever reason, the gods are not working with us today. Hey, he's back. Comms checking the. All right. Yeah, you're back now. Sorry, man.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know, man. I had updates on my computer, restarted. It's a piece
Greg's
of
laughing.
shit.
All right, look, check it out.
All right.
Jordan, just take it from Nexus. Where'd you first hear about Nexus?
That's
And
where
why
we
do you
left off.
care about the project?
Nexus is awesome. So my good buddy Keith Smith is one of the founders of Nexus, and he's the one that told me about it originally. He brought me in to perform at the Nexus Earth Conference in Aspen, Colorado, back in September. You guys were there. We got to chill, and it was an amazing event that really just kind of opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. You know, I've just kind of been I've kind of been incognito as far as crypto goes for a year or two, and this just jump started me right back in. Um, I learned all about the platform, about the 3D blockchain, about the plan to work with vector space systems and send satellites into orbit to create a new decentralized distributed internet. And I was sold. I mean, then there's so much more to Nexus than just that, but those are some of the highlights that kind of blow my mind. So I've spent some time with the team, with Colin Cantrell, and back in December, and I've been representing Nexus at a couple of different events. Kind of like shilling for Nexus a little bit. And,
Oh, we're with you.
trying to help people just trying to help people to learn more about the currency. I'm trying to get as invested in it as I can get. Nexus is a long-term play for me. I think that next year when these satellites go up, the price is going to go through the roof. But I also think that the functionality of this blockchain is going to stand the test of time. And when a lot of other currencies go away, Nexus is going to still be standing because their code was originally developed to scale other blockchain codes.
Mm-hmm.
The scalability problem that Bitcoin has had, Nexus was originally built to deal with that. It was originally built to help blockchain scale, and it's also been built to withstand quantum computer attacks, and 51% miner attacks. It's pretty incredible. So there's lots and lots of applications for it. And as just there is with blockchain in general, but this three-dimensional blockchain allows for a whole lot more computing power and faster processing and security. So it's straight up awesome. I would encourage everybody who's listening to just stockpile Nexus, and you can thank me later.
Well, we're obligated, obviously, because we're crypto in chat, to talk about cryptocurrency, but we choose to talk about Nexus every single week and constantly, and we are shills. We changed our show last week to Shillin' and Chillin' instead of Crypto and Chat. But with you, Jordan, there is a whole mess of stuff that we have to get to. Because, all right, so we're going to enter the chat portion right now at Sonic Speed because there's so much to talk about. Me and Doc have a website called arrestpodesta.com. I think that you have some viewpoints on that subject matter, don't you, to speak about? Well,
String them up. Never let them down.
so what did you what was your takeaway from the WikiLeaks, and what do you think about John Podesta and the state of the world right now? What are we up against? Principalities and spiritual wickedness, but what are we up against?
We're up against something that is so disturbing and so vast and monstrous that people cannot even grasp that it exists. We're talking about a global, worldwide, or plane wide if you're a flat earther, like satanic, child, pedophile, satanic freaking murder ring. We're talking about child prostitution. You can't use the word prostitution in the same sentence as children because children aren't prostituting themselves. They're being kidnapped, stolen from their families, stolen off the street, and are sex slaves. And there's this whole echelon of elected officials that are part of this. Judges, you know, senators, congressmen, you name it. They're in on it. Years ago, I've never shared this publicly, but I'll share this now. Years ago, when I was living in Maryland, my wife and I befriended this um, paraplegic man. He was in his wheelchair trying to get up on the curb at a supermarket, and I saw him from the street, and I pulled into the supermarket, got out of the car, and helped him up. We struck up a conversation, became friends. He lived in the same apartment complex that we did, and so we started having a friendship with him, and over time got to know him really well. And he had a weird disease that was making his body like almost like decomposed while he's still alive. That's why he had to have his legs amputated. And you know he was all decrepit, and but seemed like a nice enough guy, just seemed lonely. So Mary and I are over at his house one night, or over his apartment one night. He made us dinner, and I was playing guitar. I played "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd. He starts crying, and I said, "What's the matter?" And he says, "I think God has smited me." And I said, "Well, why do you think that?" He says, "For the sins of my youth." And I was like, "Well, what did you do?" He says, "All throughout the 70s and 80s, he says, I ran an underground escort service for senators and congressmen with children, with minors." And described in detail how these guys, like they bring these kids in, they do what they do, but it's all on camera, and they don't know, and then they're blackmailed from then on. So if you wonder how all these sons of bitches are voting for these horrifying bills, it's because they have to. Most of them have to because they're under the thumb, and if they don't go and toe the party line, they get exposed. They'll always win re-elections. Powers that be make sure of that, but they're under the thumb, So like, I knew about Pizzagate before there was a Pizzagate firsthand from this person who admitted to us that he had was a mastermind of that underground child pedophilia sex ring, and it blew my mind. I did a lot of research on it. For many years. Finding out stuff that I wish I could forget. I mean, like there's an international, satanic pedophile called the Ninth Circle. And a lot of people that you've heard of are in it. Just research the Ninth Circle Satan satanic cult. They're at the heart of all that stuff. It's disgusting. John Podesta is a freaking monster. He's got. Was he the one that had the statue of the corpse that Jeffrey Dahmer left behind, flipped over upside down kind of thing?
That's Tony Podesta had that, right? His brother.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, that's right. So I went through the WikiLeaks expose, and I knew what those terms meant from having done research on it, and there's no doubt in my mind that Pizzagate is what they said that it was, and it's all been covered up and swept under the rug and called disinformation or conspiracy theories, and people have forgotten, but yet child sex trafficking has gone on the rise since all that happened. It hasn't gone down. It's proliferating in every country in the world. It's going on all over the place. What is it like? Something crazy like 200,000 children go missing in the United States every year. 200,000 kids every year. I mean, that's insane to me. And it's not being investigated like they say they're doing. Like every once in a while, you see these busts by the FBI. We busted 39 pedophiles and saved 86 kids. Yeah, what they're not telling you is like that's like a really small number of kids that are in that. And you find examples all the time of the FBI and the CIA agents who are perpetrators of that stuff. And eventually, maybe they get outed or they get busted for one reason or another. But it's nuts. It's a very real thing. It's like the most horrible thing that happens on planet Earth is that kind of stuff. And as a father, I would love to take a machete to every single one.
Yeah, and I hear you loud and clear. The only problem with this whole conversation is nobody else can hear us. I don't know what's going on with the connection, but it's going in and out. They're hearing you. They're not hearing you. They're not hearing us. They're hearing us. So I just hate it because this is the shit that we want to get into with you. But I think we're gonna have to reload Skype because it's just not functioning properly on our end. Would you be willing to give us a minute and we'll shut down the Skype and reload it up, and then we'll call you right back?
I do. Yeah, I have until I have another like 20 minutes before I have to get on a conference call.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna call you right back. Thanks, man. Sorry about that. Hey, what's going on? I hope you guys could hear us. I don't know what's going on with the connection. It's in and out. It's in and out. Who were you on the phone with just now, sir?
I was on the phone with our YouTube feed.
And what's going on?
Where you can hear them, but it's really quiet.
I think you're hearing them through the headphones. I think you're hearing them through the headphones. I don't know why it's not working. Everything is, I didn't change anything, obviously. I feel like it's my fault. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit Skype and I'm going to reload it again.
We'll be back.
We'll be back with another Skype. But you're live. So what he was getting into with John Podesta, Tony Podesta, that's the shit that we want to talk about.
I know.
You know?
And his story, I wanted to hear that story. I wanted everybody else to hear that, where they had met the guy who said that he was not going to be able to live with himself for what he had done.
Yep.
All right,
Let's
try
reload
again.
Skype back up. Just shoot the shit for a minute while I get this thing set up.
So one of the most important because Jordan doesn't have much time.
No, he's only got 20 minutes.
So, I'm not going to make him double back over that stuff.
No. We'll keep it moving.
So I wanted to talk to him since it's Good Friday.
It's not my fault.
I'm sure he would want to talk about something that he posted, which is the Shroud of Turin story. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to get his opinion on that. Instead of doubling back over crypto again, too. We can go back in time and get the audio from that and try to amplify it. When he comes live right now, Doc, you're going to man that conversation. I'm going to go check the feed.
Well, how about you man the conversation and I check the
Gotcha.
feed since I have to go in and out of fucking audio settings.
Where is he? Where's that sound coming from?
That was a test sound. I just want to make sure it was sounding. All right, let's call him back up. Hopefully this shit works. If not, I feel like a real jerk.
Testing. 1,
Let's
2,
try it again.
10.
I'm going to turn my mic off so I can listen to this.
All right. And if anything, you could lower my mic and boost the whole sound up to a fucking 1,000. Jordan, check 1. You hear me? I got you. All right, so we're going to do this, me and you. Where Doc's out of the picture. He's over here troubleshooting. Dr. Troubleshoot, we're going to call him. And we're going to jump to another subject. I know you don't got much time. I got a billion things I want to talk to you about. So you posted about today. Today's Good Friday. So Resurrection Day is right around the corner. You posted something about the Shroud of Turin. And I find it very interesting. Will you talk a little bit about that? And why you find the Shroud of Turin. Because I find the Shroud of Turin as pretty interesting evidence.
the injuries depicted in the image on the shroud were consistent with Jesus' wounds from the biblical account of his torture and execution. Um, and like some of the debunking theories were about the carbon dating wasn't accurate. It was carbon dated only about 800 years old or 1,200 years old. But what they don't take into account is that carbon dating is not accurate if there has been exposure to certain chemicals or um, environmental agents like smoke. And we know that the stratospheric was stored in a place where there was a pretty massive fire, and that could easily have messed with the carbon dating application. So, I've just based on the history that we know about it, and yeah, I mean, number one, like if you don't believe that Jesus was the Son of God and rose from the dead, and came back to life in the same body, then you don't even need to be part of this discussion because you don't believe it anyway, But for me, the fact that a burst of radiation is what caused the imprint of that image to go on the cloth, like that was the moment of his resurrection, and that's where I am with it. And so this professor, I guess in Italy, did a study of the shroud and took this detailed three-dimensional digital representation, and I guess they laser cut a statue, a three-dimensional statue, a representation of the image on the front image and the back image, and made it into a three-dimensional representation of what the man in the shroud really looked like. And I've studied the Shroud of Turin a lot, and it's definitely the same face. He was 5'11" apparently, and it just kind of blew my mind. I was just staring at the statue several times today, just kind of wowzer, on Good Friday. So to me, it was significant, and it's something I would love to go see. As a believer.
Where is that statue, Jordan? Where are they keeping that statue?
Right now, I believe it's in Italy right now. Everyone in the videos I saw were all speaking Italian, but this was just posted, I guess 2 days ago. The article that I read and the video that I saw was posted 2 days ago. So it's a very recent thing, and just the fact that we have the technology in the 21st century to recreate a statue of the body of a man who was killed 2,000 years ago, is wild. But a billion times more wild is that it could possibly be the face and
actually, sound to the information we have about that. So it would take an amazing bit of forgery in order to pull off something like that. But we don't even have the technology right now to replicate the kind of burning into the image of the shroud. I mean, I don't know how anybody could date this back to a middle. Obviously, a lot of people have a lot to lose in trying to.
There's a concerted effort to do away with Christianity and to do away with all talk of Jesus and of God, and in general. But I don't care. I'm never gonna stop talking about it. People, I mean, there's a lot of people that start out as skeptics or hardcore atheists, and if water can get inside a rock and split it open, then God can get inside people and break their walls of disbelief, and I mean, like there's a difference between not believing something and not wanting to believe something. And I find most atheists that I know, because I have a lot of friends who are atheists, they don't want to know. It's more about they hate religion rather than they don't really believe in God or a creator or Jesus for that matter. It's they hate the way that it was presented to them growing up, and it's more of like a being. I've consistently found that to be the case.
Jordan,
more faith to be than it does to be a Christian.
Jordan, do you find yourself having to say to them when trying to expose what's going on? Like, I don't know how much you looked into the spirit cooking thing within the WikiLeaks and John Podesta
Yeah.
case. But when you say something like along the lines of, you don't have to believe it, but know that they believe it, because obviously they are Satanists, right? I mean, that's what you're up against. You're up against Satanism. Like, that's what they're doing. But do you wind up
Yeah.
having to say to people, all right, you don't have to believe this, just know that they believe it. And I mean, obviously, they're involved in dark practice continued for thousands of years.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter whether you believe it. It's the fact that they do believe it. And, one thing that they consistently do is they torture children in order to create a rush of endorphin.
Adrenochrome. We talked about this 2 weeks ago.
They drink that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they drink that in order to get a high from it, and they believe that's when they're really at the closest that they can get with their dark master, and it's just the sickest crap in the world, and they feed off of fear, and they introduce children into sex as early as 3 years old, and necrophilia. I mean, like. The things that I know are very unfortunate. There's things that I wish I didn't know about. But when you're a warrior in a fight, you need to know your enemy. And the more I've learned about our enemy, like the more dug in I am in this fight as a Christian, because it really is incumbent upon us to lead that charge against these people. I mean. Western morality is based on Christian values and Judeo-Christian values, and it really is up to us to bear that moral standard and expose this stuff. The problem is that so many people have their heads in the sand that something this monstrous, they don't want to believe it exists. And I could put that under a huge umbrella of things people don't want to believe exist. I've been discovered what's really going on, and they don't want to know. Or they refuse to believe it. I have a song called Rabbit Hole. That's going to be on my next album. It's just a big conspiracy theory, government op, secret society song. And the hardest part of that song to write was the bridge. And it took me months to write 4 lines. But this one day, I finally squeezed them out. And it was a first person. Like, the whole song is just listing all these crazy things, indigo skyfold, mockingbird, skull and bones, and just going down this list of all these things. But then the bridge is a first-person narrative, and it says, "Harvest the grain, ye children, and gather the seed. Divided and blind, they won't believe them."
Wow, that's awesome.
"Bury your secrets where all men can see them. Divided and blind, they won't believe them." And that's been what for generations we've been blinded. They've got Illuminati symbolism everywhere. There may not actually be a real Illuminati group that call themselves that, but they're still carrying on the original mission of the Illuminati. And I mean, everything we're seeing played out. Albert Pike talked about a lot of the things that we're seeing happen today. And you have a lot of whistleblowers who have left Freemasons and and left these werewolf cults and vampire cults, and they're telling everything. They tell you everything that you could ever want to know about all the horrible sick shit these people do.
They really admit that it's Lucifer that they worship. They admit that it's Lucifer. They have a hard time making this connection to Satanism.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's one guy. He was a high priest in the Church of Satan, and he was a high priest in a werewolf cult. And he recalled one time that he and several others were doing an incantation to summon Baal, and that it got reality got twisted more and more and more as this. It was a 2-day ritual. It took 2 solid days, nonstop, to create this manifestation. And in the end, something wild happened. This massive, monstrous, shadowy force came out and swallowed one of the people that was doing the incantation before they could finish it. And he was just gone, disappeared right in front of him. And I mean, that's his testimony. He's saying these things are real. And if you do any modicum of research into people like Aleister Crowley or Anton LaVey, and you start to understand, and you read their writings, you understand how disturbed these people were and how deep down that road they were. Like you don't get to sacrifice children and rape children without divorcing yourself from your humanity. And the further and further you're divorced from your humanity and from God, there's literally nothing you won't do, because there's no hope for redemption when you've done those things. I just don't believe there's any hope for a person who does that kind of stuff. They're better off just being wiped off the face of the earth than continuing to be around taking up space. I mean, like it's like they said in the Watchmen movie. You don't bad guys go to jail, mad dogs get put down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with it.
I'm with you, dude. That whole werewolf story.
If I could pull the trigger all day long on these people, yeah, go ahead.
That werewolf story. Now, I actually came in contact in that was 2003. Doc, do you remember the werewolf story?
With the werewolf?
What the vampires and werewolves in downtown Manhattan?
Oh yeah.
And they were telling me that they met up on Wednesdays, and I'm like, "There's no werewolves. There's no way there's werewolves." But I mean, yeah. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that werewolf?
But they just
Yeah, go ahead.
They just call themselves that because they do sick crap, and they drink blood, and they do that kind of stuff. It's like an order, like the order of elk or the order of moose. It's like the order of werewolves or the order of vampires. I mean, they have these groups that they get together, and it's akin to Freemasonry, and it's akin to it's just another version of Satanism. But it's a little more trendy, and they're a little more out in the open, I think, than the real genuine Satanists who do sacrifices, live human sacrifices, and there's a case. Ted Gunderson was a
Yes.
FBI or CIA agent for many years, and I have a lot of friends who knew him personally before he died, and he exposed this ring, I think in Kentucky, where it was a preschool that had an underground tunnel that led to a whole separate area where these Satanists who ran the school would take the kids. But then when it was exposed, they filled the tunnel in, so you can get down to where the tunnel was, but it's closed off. You can't see where it goes anymore. I mean, these things are happening all the time. I mean, Denver, Colorado is a huge hub for that stuff, and they always do this stuff on September 11th. All these wild occult events and mass murder events happen on September 11th. Because out of symbolism of Christ's birthday, because that's the day that Jesus was actually born, was September 11th. And that's why September 11th is an occult holiday. That's why they do horrible things on that day.
Now,
and there's always a protest outside this one castle in Denver. It's like a building that looks like a castle, and I know people who've protested outside there because that's the day that they do. They know that they do sacrifices because people have been in there. They've blown the whistle on it.
Jordan, I've never heard that before about September 11th. I was about to ask you about the Hampstead incident and whether or not you knew anything about it and whether that's real. But you just blew my mind with that September 11th thing. Now, we know that when you follow the context clues within the Bible for the timing based on what was growing or what was being harvested, it was going to be sometime around that. How does it get narrowed down to September 11th?
I've actually heard it broken down in detail several times, but you can actually trace, based on like the description of constellations in the books in the New Testament for the birth of Jesus. People have actually plotted the constellation charts on a computer, reverse time. Back then to where those stars would have been exactly as they're described, and it ends up September 11th. But there's there's a lot of evidence to suggest that it was September 11th. I mean, it was 2,000 years ago, so who really knows? But it certainly wasn't December 25th on the winter solstice.
Right.
Constantine just mishmashed paganism and Christianity together. And Easter, it comes from the festival of Ishtar, the goddess of sex and fertility. That's why we have bunnies and chickies, and Easter eggs. But it was really a big orgy, and
Right.
so they were all mashed together, for his reasons. But the real story behind these things is very different. And I've read a lot about September 11th being Jesus' birthday, and I've actually heard a lot of sermons about it, quite frankly, too. Actually, my pastor here up in Washington is kind of an expert on that as well. He's talked about it at length. So I try to, turn people onto that idea.
Well,
Because it makes a lot of sense,
the one pastor up here
Go ahead.
began to travel down this rabbit hole as far as because it was Pizzagate. It was this entire election, honestly, that happened. Now, my pastor, the one who married me and my wife, has been talking about this. He's talking about starting his own podcast show because he's talking about this on a regular basis. This is a good time for a lot of people being shown the truth. I mean, it's happening. But you also have this backlash, this counter with what's going on over the Second Amendment right now. Can you believe that they actually are flat out calling for a repeal of the Second Amendment? What do we do against this, in your opinion?
Lock and load, bro.
There's only one thing to
That's
do.
it. Come and take it.
Yeah. This isn't anything new. I mean, we've been talking about this for a long time. I personally have been talking about this for 11 years, and as though it could never happen here, people have just been passively doing whatever. But this is, in one sense, that a lot of people have. In another sense, gun sales have gone through the roof the last 9-10 years. I mean, there's 300 million guns in this country now. What the anti-gun group don't understand is that they are very much pro-gun. They are just only for the cops and government having guns. They're not for civilians having guns. But because it's going to take men with guns to use violent force to take our guns away. So they are for the use of force with guns. They do support that. And when you help them to see that, they start to twitch. They tweak out because they can't reconcile those two ideas. I mean, their side doesn't have the benefit of facts or logic or real statistics. They base their arguments solely on emotion and their own ill-informed political beliefs. But this is what you get when you have generations of kids being raised by the government in public indoctrination camps known as public schools. Yeah. And they're now having children as assignments in schools, writing letters to their elected officials begging for gun confiscation. I read that today.
I had that article queued up.
Public school is public school is absolutely a breeding
national
ground
review
for this Marxist nonsense. I mean, we've known that colleges have been for a long time. I mean, it wasn't as bad when I was in college, but it's over the last 10 years, it's proliferated where, most universities are plagued with these liberal Marxist professors who are turning out these idiots and who can't change a tire. They can't, they can't start a lawnmower, but they have opinions that everyone should, have their guns confiscated. But now they're breeding a whole new subclass of voters. I mean, they were registering thousands of these idiot kids at these anti-gun marches, March for Life, supposedly called. They were registering them to vote at the march. I mean, that's a scary thought right there. So they're like, the left is very, very good at manipulation and maintaining their base. I mean, somehow they've convinced Black America that they are their friend when they were the ones behind the KKK. They're the ones behind, Planned Parenthood. But Planned Parenthood was always about getting rid of the black people. That's what it was always about. And yet they've just convinced everyone that they're their friend. I mean, the left has aligned themselves with radical Islam. But if radical Islam had its day in court, they'd kill all those people.
Yeah, exactly.
They would get rid of a lot of those people for their lifestyle choices. So it's not about freedom. None of these people care about freedom. I care about their freedom, as long as they're not infringing on anyone else's rights. But I support their right to be idiots and assholes. I support that. Right? Because that's the ugly side of freedom.
Do you think that they're going to try to
yeah.
try to weed out or get in as many young millennials who have no idea or just mind washed to vote this in? And is that what their plan is? You think they're already going to unveil this in the midterm election and try to get a House or a Senate that could bring apart a repeal of the Second Amendment? You really think that they would try that?
They'll definitely try it. I don't know if it's going to be that soon. I don't think they have critical mass yet, but they're working on it. That is the goal. 10 years from now, we could absolutely see this thing happen. Yeah. Absolutely. There's no question. I mean, it's about numbers. They control the voting apparatus anyway, for the most part. At least in large part. And we've seen examples of that. In the last few major elections. I was amazed that Donald Trump got elected, but even he is probably a red herring. I don't know. I'm not convinced that it's going to happen right away. There is an assault weapons ban on the floor right now that is comprehensive to basically include every gun there is. I don't believe that it'll pass because right now with as crazy a powder keg as this country is, it would be civil war, and there's too many people like us out there. There's not enough of them, and there's too many of us. But another generation goes by, and now all these idiots that are in high school who will be voting anti-gun, then they'll be having kids, and then you have a whole other wave of people who will be voting against guns, and eventually I think it will happen, and that's when the 3%ers will have to stand up and show them what it's all really about.
I nearly tagged.
I wrote the song "Arm Yourself" for that time.
I nearly tagged the 3%ers in a Facebook war I was in yesterday where somebody was actually saying, when I referenced, they go, no, farmer is going to be able to stand up against the U.S. military. And then I posted a picture of a Vietnamese farmer, and then he was like, yeah, but they were fighting for something. They had...
I posted that meme too.
Yeah. He's like, well, they were fighting for something. I'm like, I lost my mind. He said something that stupid. I'm like, they were fighting for something? You don't think I was just about to tag the 3%ers and let them take over that conversation from there. But they really do. They're delusional. I'm talking about friends of mine. Yeah. People I consider to be friends that have this liberal zombie mind disease. And that's what it is. It's nothing else you can call it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they've got. A mind disease. But they don't think beyond that step. What are you going to do? You're going to go door to door? You're going to take people's weapons? You are talking about civil war. You hit it right on the head. It's what they're talking about, whether they want to admit it or not. They're talking about civil war if they talk about any type of comprehensive gun reform.
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. But they're also dividing us along racial lines and cultural lines, religious lines. They want us divided so that we will fight each other for them to lower their bottom line. I mean, if we are all divided and don't have a cohesive resistance against the state, who is the real enemy here, then we'll be fighting each other, which is exactly what they want, divide and conquer.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm trying to help people to realize that this race war that they've been baiting, that Obama really stirred up, and that Trump has poured gasoline on, it's all misdirection. The magician is distracting you with his right hand, while the left hand is doing the trick.
Right.
And it's all about misdirection. Don't look at us. Don't look at us who are the real enemy, because we're going to pretend to be the good guys. Focus your anger on, white Christian men.
Yeah.
Focus your anger on your local businesses rather than the cops who killed the kid in your neighborhood. I mean, there's the data does not support their position, and they don't care. They don't care that there's data. They don't even read it. They don't want to read it.
Yeah.
They just want to regurgitate the talking points that they know that get them fired up and make them feel like their life has meaning, when really they're on the wrong side of history. And if they ever get what they actually want, they will come to understand that they were part of what brought America down. The future I see is a fractioned out United States. There won't be United States. There will be areas. There will be territories. Pacific Northwest, the Southwest, Central States, Northeast,
Texas,
Southeast,
Yeah.
and Texas. And some of these areas will be bastions of liberty, and some of these will be, hellholes.
Yeah.
But eventually, I think it's all going to go away, and we have to mentally and spiritually prepare and physically prepare for that stuff. Homeland Security has billions of rounds of hollow point ammo. Who do you think those rounds are for? They've accumulated hundreds of millions of plastic coffins. Why? Who are those coffins for? They're not for decoration.
Unfortunately, they're for us.
This stuff is going on because most people are too busy. The same people that are protesting Trump for the nonsense that he does never lifted a finger for the 8 years of Obama's reign of terror all over the world, because he was black, because they're hypocrites.
Yeah.
It's not about the color of a person's skin. It's about the content of their character and what they do. I don't believe what you say because I see what you do. And they're not looking at what they do, only at what they say. They're only listening to what they say.
Now, Jordan.
And Trump doesn't make those people feel good about themselves.
Jordan.
He makes them hate. So they're, yeah.
I know you said you only had 20 minutes with us. We kept you for way longer. I still want to talk about your music and what you got coming up. I know you're recording right now. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, real quick. I do have to go. I just realized what time it was. So I've got a new album coming out this year. I haven't recorded it yet, but I've got the budget to do it. It's all funded in cryptocurrency, which is really exciting. We're talking about putting it out on a blockchain platform, and I'm really excited about it. It's going to be like 17 songs of like hardcore, in your face information rock. It's going to be. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this record. I've actually just written two new songs that belong on this album. So God has held me off to record this until now because I didn't have all the right songs for it.
When do you think that'll be done by, Jordan?
I'm gonna tour, and I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the summer. That's my goal. I mean, I need Bitcoin to go up. Right now it's pretty low. I need it to go up so then I can cash out and do what I need to do, and be able to pay for everything. Because I need to do a music video for Arm Yourselves too. I think the time is right to put that out and to show people what's really going on and what this issue is really all about, visually with that particular song. So,
we've got about a million other things.
Sorry, my friend.
A million. We got to have you on again. There's so many other things we got to talk about. I mean, I want to talk about homeschooling with you, Dr. Paul. We haven't really talked about Dr. Paul. Chemtrails. Yeah. There's so much stuff we got to talk about, Jordan. You got to come back on. El Chupacabra, if that's what Doc's baby is.
I told the kids that the Chupacabra was in our closet where we hid all the Christmas presents.
That kept them out of there.
That's a good move.
Yeah, the Chupacabra's in there. You can't go in there.
Hey, Jordan. Hey, come.
Right, God bless you guys.
You too, brother.
Just let me know when you want me to come back, and we'll do another one.
Yeah, we'll get you back on, man. The Skype audio was a little screwed up on my end, it looks like. So we'll get you back on. I'll have it all fixed, and we'll have a real, genuine conversation. Thank you, though, for taking the time with us.
He is risen, brah.
Thank you, guys. God bless. He is risen. Happy Resurrection Day.
Yes, sir.
See you later, man.
All right, bye.
So,
all right.
we got to give away Nexus, right? Are we going to take a quick break?
No, we got to announce this Nexus first, and then give it away. Give it away now. Boom. Where is it? Where'd I put it?
It wasn't me, I know that.
What's that?
The winner of the Nexus.
No, it wasn't. Let's see. This week's winner of 100 free Nexus. It is from 200 to 3 million from the Nexus Slack channel. Congratulations, sir. Or ma'am. We don't know.
From 200 to 3 million. It might be a
Well, whatever it is. I didn't win.
certainly wasn't us.
I didn't win. Much apologies again for the audio F-ups. I shouldn't have restarted it.
Congratulations to 200 to 3,000 million.
Congratulations. What we'll do is we're going to take a quick break, and then we have some more to discuss.
Rally in the markets, bros.
Rally in the markets, bros. We're going to play a little more Jordan.
We're up
Page
10% on Litecoin.
for the intermission. Just now?
I did before this rally.
I thought you meant like literally just now.
Just now.
Friends, we gather round together, holding tight our faith and guns. We're in this room, I feel something greater than ourselves now. Listen, everyone, and
That's Jordan Page.
That
What's the name of
is
that track for Stacy?
Act 3. I put it in the old Chattanooga. That's called Act 3. Visit jordanpagemusic.com. Let me turn my phone off here.
Yeah,
I'm a little frazzled from the audio fuck up. It's not my fault, damn it.
it's all right. We're gonna have him back on. There was so much information. I mean, and I apologize for my way of trying to handle that. That was like conducting an interview in a war zone. That was intense. We had a 5-second delay between me and Jordan. I'm looking at comments that, at certain times he's dropping.
Yeah.
Hearing him. I'm wondering if we should just stop it. I'm like, no, he's too much good stuff coming out of him
He was
right
just
now.
flowing, man.
He had so much interesting stuff to talk about. We didn't even get to all of it. But yes, you're absolutely right, Stacey. He rocks. We've seen him live. Well, we've played with him.
Yeah.
A couple
Jammed
of
out
times.
with him.
But he's as awesome in person as he is on recording. And he plays with a loop pedal and just awesome, man.
Yeah.
Really
And
awesome.
just genuinely just a great guy, Just really good guy to talk to. Real easy to talk to.
What was the name of that song?
Act 3.
Act 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You had answered that already.
I had answered that already.
Nick, you did not miss an hour, bro.
You didn't miss an hour, believe me.
we were having a hard time at it.
We were back on like episode 5 with no Skype audio. So yeah, we were getting the Skype audio into the board, right, into the headphones, but it wasn't going back out into the world, which was real fucking weird. I've restarted the computer, man. Never restart the computer.
Yeah.
Never.
Is Mike Salvi still watching?
I hope so.
If Salvi is still watching, drop a line down there in the comments, Mike Salvi, because
Grab a line, bro.
I will take you through your wallet fix live on the air. We will do that. Just
Livin'
like
and
that.
jiving. Yeah. There's some people that don't know the Nexus wallet can stake, which means it gives you free Nexus. People don't know that. Now, the Nexus wallet that we currently have, they just released a new version. It's 2.4. They released like 3 days ago, but now there's 2.4.1 that's out right now. You can get it on GitHub. Just search probably Nexus. Go into the Nexus Slack.
Now, Doc, let me ask you a question. Not for me, but for those watching.
Of course.
Let's say you wanted to take your wallet and just update it.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to keep your wallet, and you just wanted to update it. What are you going to do?
All you have to do is go to nexusearth.com. We could probably do that. Now, I don't know how quick they are about putting up the
Salvi's here.
the new wallets, but you could definitely go to Slack. I'll actually go into Slack and I'll share the.
Well, the reason I bring this up is because it's the same
it.
steps, and Salvi is watching. So, Mike Salvi, this is for you too. Salvi is having problems with his wallet. It wasn't actually connecting to Nexus, I believe. It wasn't updated, right?
Yeah.
But either way, he's going to need to do this same thing. All you need to do, Salvi, is download the new Nexus wallet, which Doc's going to take you through right now. And then, Doc, for old time's sake,
Yep.
take him to his app data
Oh boy.
and swap his wallet for him.
All right. Well, it depends what the problem is. So right now, I think I can't get my wallet to stake. I don't know if you're having an issue right now.
Yeah, I'm not staking.
Okay. So I've downloaded the new version. You can just go to nexusearth.com, go to the Get Nexus tab or menu. You're just going to click on wallet. Now, whatever you're running, Windows, Mac, Linux, who the hell's running Linux?
Super nerds.
Yeah, real computer nerds. You just click on it and download. Boom. So you just download that sucker. That's going to be the Nexus qt.exe file.
Salvi, put a pin in it, bro. You ain't got to do it right now, but we're putting it on video for you so you can do it.
Yeah, this is on record. And then you want to go down to recent database. You want to download this. Also, this is going to be the most recent blockchain database. All right. So what I would like to show you, let's actually leave that up as a background. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to give you the private tour of my fucking computer. So Hackers
got
know
an-
exactly where to go. You're going to go down to your C drive or whatever your operating system is on. You're going to go to users, whatever your main username is. I'm Doc Risk. You're going to go into app data. Now, if this folder is hidden, you're going to want to right click inside this folder and go to view. Oh, no, I'm lying. Where's it at? Properties.
Show hidden icons.
Yeah, properties. Where's it at?
Down at the hidden.
Hidden? Advanced?
You see where? No. You saw where it said hidden?
Yeah, you just click it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine's showing.
Yeah. So you're
So
good.
anyway,
I'm telling other people.
we're good. Click on app data. App data. You want to go to roaming, and then search for your Nexus folder. Now, your Nexus folder, this is where your wallet file is. Now, when you make a backup of your Nexus wallet, this is actually the file that you're backing up. All right, you're going to want to do that pretty frequently. These block files here, that's the database, and these DB123. So basically, if you're having issues with your wallet all of a sudden, what you could do is back up your wallet first, then close down the Nexus wallet. You're going to want to literally highlight everything in here except your wallet.dat.
Do not highlight the wallet.dat.
Don't do it. This is why you back it up first. You're going to delete this, and then you're going to carry over. You're going to copy in your database files that you just downloaded. You're going to drop those in. You're going to go back to your desktop where your Nexus, I don't have it on this one.
Your new icon.
Your
going
Nexus
to download
icon is going to be, let's see. Can we show them? Nope. And then you're just going to open up your wallet again, and boom, it will magically work, hopefully. Now, you may have to do something in the debug window.
Oh, God.
Which,
That's where you call P-Dog.
that's where you go to Slack. So if you're not a member of Slack, you're going to need an invite to Slack. I don't really give out invites to Slack. It's just not me. So good luck getting a fucking invite. But Slack is where it's at. This is where you're going to want to go. Let's go, man. Let's go to
You need an invite. I'll send you an invite.
support. No. Mining. Right here. Boom. GitHub.com. 2.41 release. So this fixed memory leak while staking and a Lisp testnet integration, which is exciting news.
Which we were going to talk about.
Very, very exciting. Yeah, but are we really going to talk about it? Because I don't fucking know how to talk about it. It's over my head.
It is. It's over my pay
It's over
grade.
my head.
Look at that.
Let us talk about the market, though. Wow.
What's next is that? I'm just taking everybody at home through my steps of what I do. We're going to check on Bittrex because I just check on CoinMarket usually.
Let's go check out Nexus. Nexusville. $1.35, 19,000 Satoshis. We are at a purchasing price.
Still purchase.
We are at a beautiful
What are they
purchasing
saying
price.
about Nexus? Are we still a buy? Or, I mean, are we still a sell?
Oh, if you go to TradingView,
Yeah.
let's see.
Who cares what they have to say anyway?
That's all. That's like the community of TradingView. I think they all like vote, and then it tells you. But yeah, I mean, you know. Let's
Nexus
look
is
at the long term here.
Crazily undervalued.
Here's conference. Here is that $16, $16 fucking peak, and here we are.
Extended,
4 months later.
extended handle.
3 months later.
That's a super handle.
That's a super duper handle. So my prediction is you're not going to see anything really popping until after April. You know, maybe midway through April you'll start seeing something, but I think April, just because the tax season just looming over everybody's fucking conscience.
And Salvi, you should be able to recover it from watching this. Go back, because that's all you need to do. I know I have looked at your case. Your case is a case of needing the new blockchain in there. Or database, rather. When Moon, good sirs. Moon very soon. Moon very soon.
Moon very soon.
I think we're all amongst friends here. So
We are.
I'm going to say, I looked into whether or not I could purchase whenmoon.com today, and I can.
Oh.
and I want to own whenmoon.com or whenmoonsir. Whenmoonsir. Go to whenmoonsir real quick, because maybe you can help me understand whether or not this is available or not. Whenmoonsir.com. Isn't that fitting?
This is German.
It's fitting.
Das Zeit Werde. Automatisch. Kurt Stilt. Yeah.
That's fitting. Then if you look...
Sorry. We're amongst friends here. Come on, let's get serious. When Moon Sir. When Moon Sir is taken.
Crazy.
And you could buy When Moon Sir IO for $45.
What about whenmoon.com?
When Moon? See, you know what people
When
do?
Moon is taken.
What people do is they purchase all the, they're like you, man. They're just thinking of like awesome website names. They're like dumptrump.com, whatever, And then, like if Oprah runs for president, voteoprah.com, you wind up selling that shit for like $25,000. So people wind up parking these fucking websites and then waiting for somebody who really, really wants it.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole thing with Ron Paul, right? RonPaul.com?
Yeah.
RonPaul.com was a community page. It wasn't owned by RonPaul.com. You remember that whole fiasco?
Ron Paul Forums or whatever?
Ron Paul Forums?
Whatever it was.
No, well, they wanted to buy it, but they wouldn't pay. Everybody was bitching that these people were charging Dr. Paul I think it was like $19,000 that they wanted. And they took him to court. You don't remember this? They sued him.
No, I don't
Dr.
remember
Paul
this.
sued these fucks.
Really?
Yeah, to get the website.
I don't remember that.
Wow. Look
What
at you.
year? 2012?
2012.
Yeah.
It had to be 2011. Could have been 2011. We're in a time capsule.
Other things were on my mind.
What's another good name? How about
When Bitcoin Moon, sir.
Lambo?
Lambo. I already
Moon.
checked these two today.
Lambo Moon
I did look up
is
these.
taken.
Of course.
You can buy it for $1.US. Oh, look. Here we go. Moons.com. .co, $1,100.
Woo.
So
Lambo Moon.
it doesn't look like somebody's selling.
Look up When Lambo.
Selling it.
Watch when you go to When Lambo. I
When
looked up
Lambo?
this earlier. When Lambo. sir.
When Lambo is taken.
Oh, you can't go to the site.
Well, I could. When Lambo. You want to go to the actual site?
Yeah.
Is it something?
When Lambo. Well, you'll see.
It's all
Threat
fucking
has been
Russians.
detected.
It makes sense.
It's all Russians, man, parking these
Threat secured.
Yeah, the threat's been secured, all right?
Oh, so
The fucking Russians are trying to get me.
yeah, man, you're
All right,
already
close
done.
it down. All right, I wanted to actually let's take a left turn.
Okay.
Let's take a left turn. I found on Facebook Live, or Facebook, I should say, that you could browse via the globe a whole bunch of just random live streams. So I was looking earlier, like in our area,
Yeah.
and there was some real weird shit going down. There was some real weird shit. So it's weird because what's also weird is ours isn't popping up. We're live right now, and it's not even popping
Unless
up.
that's us, is it?
Let's see. We should be in the list here.
Not us.
Let's get some audio.
Can we go live with these people?
No, I don't think we could. We
Take
could
the
listen in, though.
advantage, and only those people should take the advantage who really want to implement it.
So what do you think she was talking about? Do you think she was talking about
I think
like
a diet.
I
think a diet.
I think she was talking about you think a diet? That was a good guess.
I think it's a diet she's doing, and it has something to do with like curry rice.
I want to say she's talking about like best business practices.
All right, let's go.
All right,
Hit
let's go back. Let's take a
Hit
look.
her. And you too.
For joining. I cannot send you my contact number. My email is.
That would be very creepy.
Creepy.
So, are you guys excited about the questions? Because I'm super excited. If you are, please give
are.
me some thumbs up.
Well, and
Let
I'd
me
like
know-
to point out she's killing us in views,
Of
man.
course.
She's got 15 views, live viewers right now. Let's check out what's going on CBS New York. This thing's just jumping around.
Yeah, but I never do.
Governor
But
Cuomo.
I do
I
want
knew it
to
was
start the
Cuomo,
conversation.
It's actually, you know what? I don't think we could do this.
Why?
I think we'll get flagged
For what?
for streaming their stream.
Let's rewind the tape. The
That's all we needed. That's all we fucking needed anyway. Let's take and rewind the tape here. Governor Cuomo is probably the most successful potato I've ever seen in my life.
So is his fucking cousin or whatever he is over there on MSNBC or
What's
CNN.
what's his name? Chris
Cuomo.
Chris Cuomo.
He's a piece of crap.
Yeah, he's a piece of
Yo,
shit.
let him
what's
let
this
him
dude
ride.
doing?
What's he saying? He's got a lot of viewers.
Anniversary to you,
Hey, bro.
Robert.
Hey, bro.
Happy anniversary to
Daniel
you,
D,
Robert.
musician, band.
And happy birthday to the two young ladies, one on YouTube Live and one on Facebook Live. If you see them in the comments, like I said, wish them a happy birthday. We have to learn to.
How's he got
give
so many
people their
views right
flowers
now? I
while
mean,
they're
Trump was
still
speaking
alive.
yesterday. He had less than that.
He's holding a crossbow.
Lavandolin?
Wait.
Is that it? Hope I
It's a
said that
violin.
right.
That's a violin. I
Thank
thought he was
you,
holding a
Daniel. You're
crossbow.
So very welcome. Appreciate you not getting mad at me just because.
Where is he? Allentown?
No. I think he's
Go
somewhere.
to DanielDMusic.
I know you don't want us to get flagged, but I want to know what Allentown's talking about.
All right, let's look at Allentown.
Look at that killer. You got to have at least 26 viewers in order to be listed on this shit. Oh, what?
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Let's see what they're selling.
So we have got 3736 on that small Amelia.
Oh, there she is.
And we have got number 1513. This is a medium Amelia.
That chick.
And not only will you get that for free,
She's
but then
selling
you'll
them
be entered
dresses.
to win the-
She's selling them fucking dresses. She's wearing them dresses, and she's selling them dresses. I don't know. I thought this would be funny if we just...
I want to see what's in Bethlehem, man. I want to know. I was just in Bethlehem.
Let's take a look.
I was just in Bethlehem. I ate at Mod Pizza. That's Mod Pizza.
The thing is, it's like jumping around.
That guy's driving in his car.
Let's see what's going here. Come on, you fuck.
Yo!
All right, forget it.
Oh.
It's all over the place, man.
Come on. Come on.
It's so stupid. All right, forget
technology, bro.
We're in our own little technocracy here. All right, let's take another right turn. Back on
back.
over. When we first went to the Bittrex markets, let's go back to crypto. Why not? This is crypto in chat. We noticed Tron on top. Tron on top. And nobody likes to see Tron on top. Why do you think Tron is one of the most hated? I think Ripple's probably the most hated in the crypto community. But Tron gets such a bad fucking name. Everything that I was hearing about it when it was blowing up end of last year or January was that it was just like based on nothing. There wasn't like anything tangible yet at that point. It was just an idea, and it was just like pump and dump scam coin.
If you go to Tron.com, right now they got a countdown. Look at that.
So I guess they're moving into tangible land here. They got a global broadcast platform. Click to view countdown.
Now, like I said to you,
the test net.
I've seen this before, and it was on New Year's, and it was Verge, and it robbed me because I jumped on it, with like 10 minutes to midnight, and it was like, Verge about to launch, and I'm like, I gotta buy. You know who it was? It was Mike Heiss. It was Mike Heiss in all his stupid glory.
Keith is trolling them. They still don't have a test net?
They got 12 hours, Keith. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they will in 12 hours, 19 minutes. Then who will be laughing?
I mean, I wanted to throw Heiss under the bus here.
Do it.
Real quick.
I like throwing them.
This new section of the show called HeissBot 3000 Deprogram.
It's called Speed Bump.
Speed Bump with HeissBot. Here's what... Praying for the moon, yes.
Yes, moon, sir.
We all... When moon, Keith?
When moon, Keith?
When Tron moon. No, but Keith... Or Heiss hit me up... Or no, he posted online that he is very bullish on Verge. On January... No. It was December 30th. 31st. 30 days, half September. So it was the 31st of December. And Heiss posted online. And before he typed, he said to himself, "This is going to give me the respect out of the crypto community." So he started typing.
To whom it may concern, Verge is very bullish to my cast. So sweet. And my cast is very bullish to Verge.
Tron will dump. Keith, that's my point.
Of course it will.
listened to Heist for this. I listened to him.
For the Verge one?
I did.
Yeah. I bought
On
the Verge,
New
but I made
Year's.
money on it.
Dude, on New Year's, I bought it at the peak. This is like the stupidest thing I could have ever done. And why listen to Heist? Heist had no idea. Heist had still not bought any crypto in like fucking December, I feel like it was. He
Somebody bought it.
Heist equals mush.
him.
Mush.
Mush him.
Keith was
Mush
never
'em.
bullish on Verge. Well, I mean, I should have never been. I'm still holding a couple of them. But a couple of friends of mine, Greg actually had said that he was waiting on $1 that he was going to dump. Waiting on $1. Be waiting a long, long time for Verge to hit $1.
For Verge.
That was what he was waiting
Be
on.
waiting a fucking eternity, brother.
But unfortunately, I bought Verge at the peak. It released. It dumped. Ridiculous.
Look at Verge now. Who's laughing now? It's at 4 cents. Who's laughing?
Like 30 cents, man.
Yeah, but what Satoshis did you buy then? Because that's what really matters.
I still got him
If you want them. If you want them. I'll trade you 400 Verge for 2,000 OK coins.
But for every Verge story, you've got, Mana story.
Mana banana.
Mana's my stuff, man. And I will, my non-shitcoin pick of the week,
Is
once
Mana?
again, is Mana. Mana's still doing it, bro. Decentraland.
We're in Bittrex. We're on the 30-minute chart.
Check out next week. We're going to be displaying our corrected Axiom When Moon Sir t-shirt.
Yes, When Moon Sirs.
When Moon Sirs.
Oh, When Moon Sirs.
Check it out. Is it there?
Let's fucking do it.
When
Go Daddy.
Moon Sirs.
That's the loophole. When Moon Sirs.
No one's thought of that. It's available.
Hey! When Moon Sirs.
Wait next week when we launch When Moon Sirs.
Wow.
And that's where you get all your t-shirts.
When
And it's
Moon
each
Sirs.
different. It's each different crypto, and it's like when Verge Moon Sirs.
Can we sell T-shirts with their logos? Would that be an infringement on their copyright and trademark?
Tell them to sue us. Sue me for what?
Sue me. Sue me, man.
But
Go ahead, sue me.
back over to Decentraland, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Look at that. That's actually down.
Well, this is the 30-minute chart again. Yeah, we're down here. We're at 7 cents, man. But I actually
That's all right.
purchased Mana. We bought it at the same time. Wasn't it like 500
Yeah.
Satoshis? Somewhere around there, right? So we're up, baby.
Woo!
We're almost
the bearish
We're almost
bears.
double, man. We're in a bull market on Decentraland. Now, we were talking about this last week where I was confessing my love for game coins. I got OK Cash, which is a shitty game coin. I got Vox on the word of King Troll. I got Mana.
I am bullish on
When
Library. Library, courtesy King Troll. And he asked Rhea when Moon home instead of saying when you coming home. And that's how you know he spends way too much time down in the trenches.
He's on the phone with her right now. And he said when
Trollsylvania.
Moon home. Because we're in his other ear.
When-
Vibrator is on top. Usually it's on the bottom.
Usually it's in the bottom.
Usually it's around the backside.
I wanted to talk about Dash and
No, you just mentioned one. What was it? After Mana. Oh, you said library coin.
yeah, well I bought Library on Keith F. Smith's.
I like
word.
their fucking code. LBC.
LBC.
See ya. LBC you later, alligator.
They can't go any lower, says Keith.
Oh, they can. And they will.
Don't say that, man.
They can and they will, my friends.
I bought it 25, thanks, Keith.
Let's look at Trading View. Excuse me.
You don't have Vox anymore? Salvi asked, without question mark.
I have Vox. Yeah, I got Vox. I bought a shitload of Vox
Still got
because
Vox.
Keith mentioned it while he was on our show.
Under his breath. That's
Under
how
his-
you're like, wait, that's something you don't want to tell us about.
He's like, I'm bullish on this coin
Vox.
called Vox, and
Vox is good.
you know. He's like, it's, you know, like a.
And I'm
video
writing
game.
shit down, and he's like, and I'm like, what'd you say? And he's like, library coin.
I bought Vox. You bought Library Coin.
I got
That shows you where we're at.
Well, how did Vox do? We looked at library.
Well, let's look at Bitcoin because this is the real deal. Holy field. All right. Nothing's going back up until Bitcoin goes back up. And right now, Bitcoin is not going back up. I mean, we got. If it could stay here, if it could stay right here and not go any lower, then we'll probably raise up back up to about 8,000. But mind you, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I just nose farted, man.
So
I snorted like
so
a pig.
I don't want anybody thinking that this is real advice here. But I'll tell you what, if it doesn't, if we wind up still pushing down, if the Bears keep control, we're gonna see $6,000 again.
Keith, I want you to look at something that you just pointed out here. I want you to point this out.
Fox is dead.
When Keith says, "I said Vox is a gamble, and I wouldn't put more than 1% into it," what Doc heard was, "I need to buy up a whole bunch of this Vox," and I went in on your library coin. Now I want you to, in your comments there, explain what you think about library coin in comparison to Vox. This is the two different styles. Yeah, crypto is dead, I know. But we are a crypto show, so if you could answer me, riddle me this.
Who could beat Moses?
I'm really devoted. Library card. Zombie coin.
I gotta get off this site.
So
Bitcoin's a sell, everybody.
So somebody had it out with Keith in the
Slack.
in the Slack, I believe.
Yep.
After Salvi said, "I sold it all after I saw his tweet." Beat me to it, Salvi.
Now I do want to give Keith props for following up with a tweet to let the masses know that he is King Troll. He will post things like
he will
right now
devote his time at a conference to
he will say
you.
he will say he will say things such as, "Right now I have the feeling that everybody should exit the crypto market." But he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. So I want to congratulate Keith.
Yeah, but
for ruining lives.
Here's the 50% serious Keith.
He did apologize.
I hold more LBC than anything.
Than anyone, I thought he was going to say.
Than anyone.
Than anyone.
Than anyone or anything.
Way to fucking brag about something. I hold more library coin than anyone.
Than anything.
Good for you.
That's a heavy statement. Hold on. More than Litecoin? Or did you move you jump ship from Litecoin without telling us?
Sure I do.
Sure I do.
BTC is a sell according to
Stacy. I trust Stacy with my life.
It's a sell according to the technical analysis summary here on TradingView.
Stacy says BTC is a buy. And I trust him way more than I trust TradingView. TradingView, I mean, who makes that up? You know?
But what about this guy named Dark Energy? You don't trust him?
No.
Look at how many arrows he has on this page.
I already look. Last time when we had who said Vox is dead?
Salvi.
So Salvi's trolling Keith now?
I think he's trolling me.
Keith dumped LTC. When, Keith? Look, I'm gonna say something. Here's the truth. Keith seriously announced. You know, he's got that flow of
consciousness.
Flow of consciousness over on consciousness.
He's
got a flow of consciousness on the Twitter sphere. He don't even realize it. But back before Litecoin did this big jump, and I'm talking about when it was still like $30 or $40, this guy said, I remember clear as day, I just put all my Bitcoin into Litecoin. And I swear to you, like a week later, Litecoin mooned.
When moon, sir?
Keith knows. No, now it died, Salvi. but he's been out of it probably. He knows because he can manage $50. That was when you got in, $50. So yeah, like probably December, early December.
Keith, I found this in Slack. Did you post this?
I sent you that. What are you talking about?
No, I found this in Slack. This is in Slack, brother.
It referenced us, so I felt that Doc had to be involved, so I sent it to him.
I want to thank not Smiley Gnomes, Oliver Hansen giving us a shout out. Crypto Chat called you a troll. They were being euphemistic. Deanna did not disagree. Boom.
It's crazy, dude.
Did you fucking post this? You sold at 400? So he bought in, wait, you're talking about Litecoin. So he bought in a Litecoin at $50, sold at 400. How many Litecoin was that exactly?
He's not gonna say.
No, I want the precise amount of Litecoin you bought and sold.
I'll tell you right now. He at the time he posted, he was like, "I just sold all my Bitcoin."
Oh, he is Smiley Gnome. You
called
little
that.
devil.
Did I call that or what? Yes, I am.
You little devil.
I am Smiling Gnome.
Yeah, I am Smiling Gnome. Dum dum dum. He rips the Scooby Doo. He rips the fucking mask off. And if it wasn't for you, fucking Smiling Gnome.
It's like a different way of saying troll. Smiling Gnome.
Yeah, Vox is now RVR. You don't
True
have Vox
USD
anymore.
versus Tether. I mean, if you want my opinion, Keith is going to start typing it like a madman. His smoke is coming out of his fingertips as we speak. I just want to mention, Keith will be filling in for me when my baby comes, which is pretty soon. We don't know exactly when, but he'll be here. He said in studio.
Yeah, we're going to have Keith in studio.
I mean, if we could fly Stacy out, too. The both of them would be here.
Look at me, such a liar.
What?
0.053 Litecoin.
That's all you got?
No, that's what he bought and sold.
Wait, all right. So back to what Stacy said. Thoughts on True USD versus Tether. And I would love to hear Keith on this, but I got my opinions. And I got the microphone right now. So, Doc, you got an opinion on this or what?
I got zero opinion on this.
Check it, yo, check it. So Bittrex unleashed its own tether, USD True or some shit, True USD, which is the furthest thing from being true. It's another scam coin. The new Bittrex, betabittrex.com. I don't trust any links that Keith's going to send.
Cryptocurrency exchange Bittrex introduces stable tether to True USD pairing.
Keith, where are you at with this, bro? Mr. Love Affair with Bittrex plus hates Tether with a passion.
Well,
where are you at, bro?
Here's BitcoinMagazine.com's analysis. Tether is closely linked to the cryptocurrency exchange Bitfinex, and questions still linger around whether the $2.3 billion in Tether issued so far are backed by actual dollars, which we don't believe they are. So far, no third-party audit has taken place to prove this case. In contrast, Trust Token, which began trading on Bittrex earlier this month, is marketing itself as a safer bet. True USD offers token holders full collateral, regular auditing, and legal protections to redeem True USD for USD.
It's regulated, but where is the? I thought we were getting USD straight up. USD market
Pairs.
opening.
USD pairs.
Where's that?
Not in this article.
True USD. Are they taking on new members?
True.
Are they?
Are you talking about Bittrex?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you could sign up now.
Try to sign up right now.
I have an account.
Sign up.
I'm not doing it again. I wound up almost losing 2 accounts.
Oh no, just go sign up. Like click the sign up new to Bittrex.
Oh, duh.
All right, he wants us to really check this. He's got to go. Love you, Keith.
Love you, Keith. We are currently only accepting new accounts requests on our corporate customers and select invitees. Invitees with the big titties. What's he want us to check on?
Asayu's got some interesting.
I gotta go, but check the new Bittrex UI link above. Yo, Asayu Daniels in the house. How you doing? You want to hear something funny? Let's bring up the chat.
Bittrex has offices here in D.C., and I just looked out of curious
to see what jobs they had. And they had an opening for social media manager, and I applied knowing damn well they ain't gonna hire me.
Why not? Don't enter any interview thinking that, bro.
Ever. Never. You need to go back to Cardio and Chat episode, I think it was 14, where I was giving interview advice. I've been on both sides of the table, my friends. And I'll tell you what, I like interviewing people way more than I like being interviewed. It's a sadistic fucking thing. True USD, but now way to cash out in the fiat right now. Okay. It's a sadistic thing that I have with interviewing people because your whole purpose is to make them as uncomfortable as possible. And they're already uncomfortable, and then see how they answer your stupid ass questions.
Interview me.
Hello, Moses Flows.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me on the show. I like what you guys have done. I like the whole background with the in outer space. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. So we were just reviewing your resume before you came in.
Sure.
There's a 4-year gap here in between 2003.
I'm going to stop you right there. I had decided I was going to discover myself. And I have yet to discover myself, but what I realized was discovering yourself is expensive.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Excellent.
No, go ahead. You go.
Here it
No,
says
you go.
that you were a... Yeah,
Go ahead.
we're going to have to cut this interview short. Don't
Listen.
call us. We'll call you.
Hey, what did the Jew say to the library technician?
I don't know.
I don't know what that fucking means. Go ahead. Where were you?
Bratchert's in the house. No, it's a sadistic thing, man.
Baccarat!
You just get people nervous as shit. And then you ask them something like, name a time when you feel like you should have stayed in bed and not come to work that day. That's 100%.
I got asked this one
That's
time in an
100%
interview.
legitimate.
I got asked this one time in an interview. You ready for this? What is your weakest attribute? I said
Pointing out my own flaws.
that I sometimes I take on too many tasks.
Yeah. I think I had a similar response. You know, I
That's
often
fucking ADD. What do you want?
I
That's what I should have said.
try to accomplish too much in my daily
Well,
work day.
if I must be honest, I haven't tied my shoes in fucking 10 years, and I find it hard to shave.
I'm
every day.
addicted. I'm addicted to Velcro shoes.
Seriously, I need to have a shoe that can just.
Steve
easily-
Botchert's in the house. They got the big move tomorrow. I got to help them move. Womp womp.
Where?
And my back is killing me.
No, don't say that on the air. I don't want to know. Tell me later.
On the mountain. Somewhere. Somewhere on the mountain. All right, what else are we going to talk about? Hey,
Does the IRS get a cut of Bitcoin Cash? I want to know.
let's click on it. Here at CoinDesk.com, we ask the tough questions. Where's this questions? If you own Bitcoin on July 31st, 2017, the basic framework prescribed by the Supreme Court considered realization at first. Is Bitcoin Cash materially different from Bitcoin? One argument is that owning Bitcoin Cash is different. On the other hand, minerals are materially different. The problem, however, is the reason. In addition, it is rather tenuous. I'm just reading the first 4 or 5 words of each paragraph.
I used to do
And I
that.
get it, man. I get it. Taking a conservative approach in the absence of guidance, that is, if one decides to report, the realization amount is generally determined. For example, you cannot avoid reporting income if realization happens at the time of the fork. Thus, for example, the receipt of Bitcoin Cash is Aiken. There is a reason counter-argument. However, all right, enough of that shit.
I will part the C.
Part the C's because you DEF.
Ooh.
Boom.
That's
Throwback.
vintage 99.
Throwback.
Probably 2000 maybe.
Go part the C's this weekend, Moses. Yeah, what are you doing for Easter? I predict you're having a kid.
Oh,
No,
not
it's
yet.
too early. It could be any time, but it is just too early.
She's technically due in 2 weeks.
Yeah. We were 10 days early.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That would bring us right to Easter/April Fool's Day.
Do you remember? Do you know what they're assuming the kid weighs at this point?
We heard 2 different numbers, and this was apparently he's putting on a lot of weight in the last few weeks. Quicker. As of Tuesday, he was 7 pounds, according to the one doctor.
7 libbies.
I was 8 when I was born, I believe.
I was 7. I was like 7'2".
7'2".
Yeah, my son was 6 pounds, 11 ounces, I think. Yeah, he was a little peanut. But he was in the NICU
That's normal.
for a couple days. We were in the hospital for a week because he had a low body temperature. Because her labor was like 30-something hours. Yeah. So after her water broke, it was over 24 hours. And once 24 hours hits, the rate of infection is way more likely. So they, at that point, you start talking about C-section,
Right.
which we had to do. So I worked a double that Sunday. I didn't work a double, but I worked overtime. And I was working crazy. I was working like 15, 16 hours. And I came home, and she was like, I think my water broke. And I'm like, no, I'm going to go take a nap. And when I wake up,
Then
if
your
your
water
water is still broken, we'll go to the hospital. She's like, no, I don't fucking think so. I'm like, can I eat dinner? She was like, yeah. So she was
really?
getting ready. She let me eat. And then we went right to the hospital. We didn't take the bag with us. We left the fucking bag at home. You know, the little fucking Prego pack.
Prego pack.
Yeah, the Prego pack. And we got there.
Did you make a bag for yourself?
No.
Like that wasn't even made and prepared.
Me? No, I don't. No, I think we had a conjoined bag, but I didn't have anything.
Nikki, if you're
there was like a
tuned in
granola
right
bar.
now, I should be thrown into that bag. There should be one bag.
Bring a toothbrush.
All right.
They'll give you that shit
Change
if you
of
have to stay
underwear.
there. A change of underwear and a pillow. They don't have pillows. They do have pillows. I'm lying. They're a hospital.
Yeah, they
have
already
pillows.
said we did the pre-check-in, Nick, just so you know, and they said, "Would you like to cut the cord?" And I said, "I'll keep that to the professionals. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing." And Nikki said, "You gotta cut it. It's tradition." I go, "Oh, all right, then go ahead." And they're like, "Oh, you think you might pass out?" I'm like, "I didn't think about it. I just think that a professional should do something like that, or point me in the right fucking direction, because I don't know what I'm doing."
I mean, if you want to be like naturalistic about it, you gotta
bag in the car now. He said he's absolutely.
You gotta bite the umbilical cord off. So I didn't get to cut it. I was gonna cut it, but she had a C-section. So
Right.
when you have the C-section, they're like, you stay down there behind the curtain, right? So by the time we got into this is what I was gonna say. By the time we got into the surgery room, it was like multiple days at that point. I was awake, right? Little impromptu nap. And it felt like a dream. It didn't feel real because the lights were so fucking bright and shit. So we come in and she's strapped to the table. They got the curtain up, and they sit me down by her head.
to the table?
Strapped to the table because she was freaking out. She was shaking so bad because she was just scared. And so they had to strap her down to the table like a crazy person. Yeah. So I walked in and she was like strapped down like Jesus Christa on the fucking cross, man. She's just laying there, and they're doing their thing, and I'm looking up and I'm trying to peek, and they're like, no, you stay down there. You don't want to see this. And they're taking her insides, outsides. They're taking them out and they're putting them like next to her, and then they get to the baby, and this one fucking lady like standing on her chest, practically trying to pull the fucking kid out of there.
This is the most horrifying story I've heard, man.
It's crazy.
This is horrifying.
This is the most realistic shit. So I didn't get to cut the cord, but because she was strapped up, I got to hold him first. So they were taking him over to the table and shit. I'm just like, what you doing with that baby? What you doing over there? Move to the side. I can't see him. What are you doing? I'm peeking down. It's looking like Vietnam in this motherfucker. You know, it's bad, dude. And, you know, they bring him over and I get to hold him first. And as soon as I hold him, fucking waterworks, bro. Waterworks. Just can't stop. Waterworks. But we didn't bring the bag. We didn't bring nothing. But we were there for so long because he was in the NICU. Like, we were just chilling, man. They had, like, endless ice creams, apple juices. You know, just, it was great.
Did you sleep?
I slept a little bit. I came home after he was born. I came home, take the dogs out, you know, take a shower. I actually stayed home for, like, an hour and just slept. I think I went to the gym. It was actually
You went to the gym?
I think I went to the gym. At that point, I was really into fitness, and now I'm really into just not being
like a dwarf from some magical land with a dwarf beard.
Is that me? Looks like Doc is a little person next to Moses.
Hey, mister! Hey, mister, can you tell me a story?
Doc, better get
sit
moving or I'll bust your bones to make my bread.
I'll bust your bones.
I mean, why isn't that up here? I mean, I have to look down at the phone. I got like 1% left.
I don't know. It's not like updating real time here.
Keith told me he was leaving. I said goodbye. We cut away from that whole conversation about his troll.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Keith. Goodbye. Goodbye, Keith.
Goodbye, Keith.
Hey, Keith. Stop trolling people because they're trolling us.
Yeah, you get.
They're
making
leaving
enemies because of you. Now.
Yeah, they're leaving. Well, here's how I know we're starting to make it. Two things.
And Nick knows about this by accident.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Nick.
Sent me a fucking screenshot. Here's how I know we made it. First of all, if we take a look at our tubes time, we're at 108 subscribers.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, man. We're on the move. We're gaining like 5 a week. So by this time next year, we'll be at like 208. The other thing is we're getting trolls leaving us nasty fucking comments.
You didn't take a picture though. We can't prove it.
No. I could prove it.
Oh really?
Yeah. You know why? Because it's still in my little notifications.
Yes. All right. Let's read it.
But when you click on it, it takes you to nothing. So let's go back to the first one 2 days ago on the Diana.
Is this the
video.
one with the bad word?
Yeah, I'm not going to read the word. I'm obviously not going to be reading the word, but I'll show it. I'm not going to read it though. This troll here who's trolling us, trolling Keith via proxy, via proxy, Universal Consulate General on YouTube said, "Get rid of the low-life N-word music at the beginning of the show. White boys should get their own culture." Yo, what the fuck, man?
Tell that to Johnny Cash. I mean,
tell that to Elvis Presley. Then 2 days ago, he also said, "These white boys need to get their own culture. The rap music sucks donkey dick." Wow. It's so fucking
Wait,
weird. This
is a different comment?
Yeah. At least they were intelligent and horny enough to get Deanna on. Nice. This has got to be somebody from Slack. Keith, who is this from Slack?
Keith.
People hate me so much they troll your videos. Oh, is that who it is? Oh, what a derp. It's Signius. That fucking jerk.
So that just happens to come through at the same time as this fucking Leonard Cohen fucking fuck does this to us?
Same person.
Oh, it's the same person.
Same person.
All right.
You know, I also noticed somebody was trolling us on Colin videos. They were asking when Colin was going to come out of the closet, and they were saying all sorts of fucked up shit. So I fucking deleted that.
Oh, that was on
shit.
Facebook.
That was on no, that was on YouTube. I deleted it off of YouTube. As soon as I saw it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Here's the final one from him, I believe. Corrected Axiom. Say it. Keith is a fucking piece of maggot shit. The fuck is bitter because he looks like a fucking serial killer with really bad teeth. The fucking personal attacks on Keith are
almost artful.
Are almost
are awful.
I do look like a midget. Look how even in this view, I'm so far down here. Mr. Moses, tell me a story. So yeah, but you can't. If you click on it, you can't. It tells you nothing.
He worships Colin.
It's not there. But I do want to give shout outs to Mahai Kapuski. He didn't know about this and he subscribed. So that's what you should do. You should subscribe. That's what you should do.
I didn't know about this.
So when you're getting,
I didn't know about this. Subscribed. Mr. Yoshi.
No, I did a really good Splinter voice the other day.
Yeah.
Remember that? I
That's
won't
what
be
I
able
thought you
to
were
do
doing it.
No, I couldn't do it now. I made a funny.
That's great.
There it is. There it is.
I
Boom.
made another funny.
I made another funny.
I named them after my favorite artists. Wu-Tang Clan.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Michelangelo. 50 Cent. Stacy Dale. Bernays.
Stacy Dale as Michelangelo. Or Michelangelo as Stacy Dale. No, I'm Michelangelo.
Wait a minute.
No. I'm Michelangelo. Stacy Dale is
I
Donatello.
was always Michelangelo.
You're Leonardo. And Nick Wright is Raphael.
We have breaking news.
Greg is Master Splinter.
He's Casey Jones.
Keith is April.
Casey Jones. April. Pretty sure Cygnus is one of John Podesta's buddies. That's breaking news.
Whoa. What?
It's a shame how much Jordan Page dropped bombs on us tonight, and we didn't get most of it out. Gotta have Monica.
Yeah, with actual audio.
We're gonna have to fly him to the continental U.S.
I wanted to ask him what it was like having Canada's nuts resting on his head at all times. I don't think I could live that close to Canada.
No,
I don't know if anybody
smell
knows.
the gay in the air.
The Trudeau. I'm waiting for Trudeau USD.
Sir, when
Trudeau
coin moon?
When Trudeau closet exits, sir. For all our Canadian fans, which I hope there's none.
Hi, Kingston.
You know, I can't go to Canada. I told this story 1,000 times. I got a, here's King Kong. Let's bring him in. He's
Just
on
go
the
to
other
my
side
camera.
of you.
Go to my camera.
Oh, yeah, true that. Good call, Moses.
We're in outer space, Kingston.
Kingston! Look up here. Look at the TV.
It sounded like Nick.
Teleprompter free, everybody. I'm here with Moses J. Flows.
Let me tell everybody something here. All right. Hi, everybody. Hi there.
Everybody,
Hi,
hi.
Kingston.
No, you want to know what he sounds like? Guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Kingston.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, my name's Kingston. I like to eat dirty diapers filled with shit. Actual shit.
Are you guys enjoying my daddy's show in the basement? I'm giving everybody an awkward feeling
Me
in my
and
face.
Me and Kingston got a
Will he
love-hate relationship. What?
It looked like he wanted to bite me.
Nah, he won't bite you.
I didn't think so.
He does want to eat your face, but it's not biting.
Drake,
It's more of
Drake's watching. Hey, Drake.
He mostly just wants to lick it until it goes away.
One time he made me feel weird. I mean, that was kind of weird, okay? But there was another time when he made me.
We need a high South Park Canadian cartoon.
Heist. Perfect idea.
Who do we need a cartoonist?
Drake's
We said that
watching.
last time when we told that story. I forget what story at this point. We tell so many stories.
So many stories. I think
Well, we
we're
need
in
a
hour
cartoonist.
3 here.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Do you?
I really do.
I think you stay this time until the kid comes. We're gonna have to do a InfoWars style 24 hours straight live
I'll
broadcast.
be live feeding. I will live feed from the hospital.
Congratulations from 203 millions in the Nexus Slack channel for winning 100 Nexus.
I want everybody to know I am entering in this every week.
And me as well. I am not winning.
We're
How
not
many-
winning.
How many times do you think he picked one of our names
I don't know.
and then said, "Nah,
Can't do that.
nah"?
I don't think he did because I
Nah,
would
he's,
give
he's
it.
pretty fair guy.
I would give a good amount of it away. A good amount of it.
I would have give a good amount of it away.
I would get. My name's Almus Wilson. And next week we're gonna tell the Almus Wilson story.
Almus Wilson. What I need you to do is spin
Rob-
around, and when you spin
Robinson?
around, slap the floor. Go throw the football, boys. I have your bologna sandwiches ready when you get back.
Damn it, Robinson or Jonathan, Mike.
Mike, my name's Mike. This is the 4th month we've been here.
Damn it, Robinson. We'll go do the dishes.
Next week, I'm going to add a bit more to the pot. Spade says. and give away a first, second, and third place prize. Currently, that is 60, 40, and 20 Nexus. But if there are any more contributions, those numbers would increase. Fantastic, man. Spade is shared. He shared our page. Winner announced tonight on Crypto and Chat at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, approximately 6.5 hours from now.
Pass it.
Their guest tonight is Jordan Page. Should be good. That's the message I sent him. I said, hey, man, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. We're having Jordan Page on. Should be good.
Should be good.
He just copied it. He ran with that.
Should be good, or I might not get the sound working.
Should be good. Should be good. So I'll just disconnect the audio. Fucks. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, Moses. All right, let's wrap this beast up. We're falling down. We're falling.
We're in OT. We made it.
There was something I really, really wanted to discuss.
You didn't even know about that Bittrex shit. There was a whole bunch of shit I didn't even get to.
Yeah, Spade is killing it.
He's killing it. What did I want to talk about?
Keith, how do you feel about the Nexus community outreach these days? Do you think...
Satoshi's vision!
Oh!
Hold on. Time out! Keith, if you're still there, this is worth a talk. We're in OT for this. And I gotta go, so we're gonna wrap it with this.
We're in goatee.
Goatee, bro. Satoshi's Vision Conference.
We're both in goatees. Go ahead.
I happened to catch this ridiculous scene from this Bitcoin Cash conference called Satoshi's Vision, where there's nothing but clout guys.
Oh wait, the video, right?
Yeah, can you find?
Do you know which what it looks like?
It's just dude after dude going, I got an ICO.
Is it the promo? Was it real
No,
long?
wait, there it is. Look at that day one highlights. Hit that. That's probably it.
Wait, it's going on right now?
My name is Emma Oldenburg. I'm
No,
the
this ain't
CTO of Bitcoin.
Day one highlights.
Maybe it'll work.
I'm giving away Bitcoin Cash for everybody.
This is it. Hold on.
I mean, I believe that bandwidth is the most solved problem for Bitcoin, literally.
Okay, we got a panel in 5 minutes.
Who cut this video? Oh, look at it. Speakers include Kermit the Frog.
Is it possible?
Somebody's trolling now. Who isn't trolling now?
Hold on.
This bandwidth problem is going to be.
This is like an episode of Crypto
nothing,
and Chat.
Literally nothing. That's the easiest problem to solve.
Native colored coins on the Bcash network. Bitcoin Cash network. Bring it on.
It's not.
And if you survive that presentation, you're going to do really well in Bitcoin Cash.
Where's Raj?
Great talk, Tom.
Dude, I haven't even gotten to see this yet.
Where's
This
Bear?
is great. This ain't even what I was talking about.
So why would you want to do this? Basically,
Fuck, dude.
Why?
This is me explaining Bitcoin.
Anywhere in the world without any
Bitcoin Cash is a scam. That was it?
That's so crazy.
I want you to see the people with the ICOs. Is anybody saying anything about this? Keith?
Let's check the promo. Oh, hello, everybody.
Record, thank you for coming. Tonight we have a work special.
We are having a B crash.
A B quad.
Ryan Charge. Peter Ridgen. Featuring over 20.
With the subliminal racist talk.
Subliminal.
Vinny Linghart from Newark, New Jersey.
This is a Brooklyn accent. Techno development.
Orange Ice Coward.
Kino Spider.
King Bear. He love you long time.
King Bear, love you wrong time.
King Bear will be choosing a special woman to his hotel room from the conference every 2 hours. Satoshi's vision.
This was Satoshi's vision. We're going to hell. I'm getting fired. Everything's
There's
going
a whole
wrong.
bunch of inside jokes.
It's all going wrong, man. It's all going wrong.
We can't even use any of what we just did. He will destroy us.
Who, Roger Ver?
Yeah.
King Bear?
King Bear.
In the contract, King Ver will roam free.
Breaking news.
The rules will be based on the show Game of Thrones.
Who's this chick? The best and most professional cryptocurrency-related podcast ever made. The four horsemen of the apocalypse.
This reminds me of, remember the Coax News thing we shot for Rally March?
Yeah.
This just in. Ron Paul delegates around the world
are being robbed.
Are being robbed, Paul.
Roger Ver is not a rapist.
This just in the ticker. King Ver claims 42 lives on this day.
King Ver claims the crotch of his rivals. In the Battle of the Bastards, King Ver
there's enough budget for
claims
King Ver has degraded Satoshi Light's testicles. Thanks, everybody.
King Ver. Shout out to King Ver. It's all fun and games, man. Hey, it's all love and war, bro. Is that the saying?
Roger Ver has worked very hard on his vision. And Satoshi's vision and Roger Ver is one and the same. On Roger Ver's island where King Ver roamed and impregnate many women.
King Ver have claimed 42 testicles of his enemies as his own. He wear them round his neck as a necklace. He says, and I quote, "These testicles are my favorite
are making me
necklace."
thirsty. King Ver has worked very hard.
King Ver.
Roger Ver still on the run from the law in the States, probably. I love this whole impromptu Ver bash fest for no reason. We are in a Ver market.
We are in a Ver market. Hey, that is very fair to say.
Very fair.
Very, very fair.
Would you say very fair?
I would say it's very, very fair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a Ver. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no Ver.
In Bcash land, when the island has been fully submerged, many will die for the enjoyment of King Ver.
King Ver took Satoshi Light's testicles.
And tonight, the betting of the president continues as we bring you another edition of The Real Obama. Now, in this
all right, we're going to roll out to this.
We shine the spotlight on.
We're going to roll out to a music video.
Budget
is in the
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us. I know we were a little wacky today.
Political analyst.
We're tired.
It is what it is.
Good Friday.
We're tired of this shit.
North St. Louis. Heavily armored
Peace out, suckers.
Town,
join us next week. Hopefully Moses will be here. Hopefully we'll have Skype audio.
If not, Keith is.
Genetically engineered mosquito released in.
That right now the question is, do we all
and we're out of
work
here,
for central bankers?
suckers.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled propaganda to bring you this. All across the country, people have awoken, no longer mindlessly following the mainstream media and believing it's propaganda. If this message is reaching you for the first time, let me recap and welcome you to the movement. Ron Paul has been robbed of the Republican nomination through voter fraud, intimidation, and physical violence, which has now led to lawyers for Ron Paul's current lawsuit in an attempt to set right these injustices and unbind all delegates. State to state, the delegate choosing process has been a battle, but one that the liberty-hearted have been winning. We have the numbers. We know the truth. Dr. Paul has said, with knowledge comes the responsibility to act. We are calling upon all patriots to stand in solidarity in Tampa.
Look at
they can no longer ignore our numbers,
I look like the villain
nor our
from,
will. And now, a Coax News special report.
We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it in Ron Paul. Ron Paul. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it in Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Constitution's been abused. If we don't use it, then we lose. When the government refuses, revolution must be used. It can choose laws to suit the cause and reinforce their views. And
it to the news to keep you mindless and accepting what they pass off as the truth. Double talk is commonplace, keep the common folks confused. So if you try to speak a peace, then you don't support the truth. Common sense, you don't support what you can't afford to do. Would you book a family cruise when you can't afford your food? Well, in society where insanity is true. Look at the future that you're handing to the youth. So the revolution rises from the colleges and moves to every logical American alive now with the truth. The government is treasonous, and if you need the proof, read the Constitution, Article 3 after Section 2. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's Ron Paul, Ron Paul. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's Ron Paul, Ron Paul.
My president is Paul. The president's is evident. Embellish on it now. Your future is the benefit. Freedom is contagious. Free us from these cages. Wake up, they've been deceiving us for ages. The revolution won't be televised. The movement's convoluted, but the message is ill-advised. Big brother plotting ways to resist ya. Block communications with SOPA and PIPA. Block those bills so they rebuilt with CISPA. Got chills from Paul's speech out in Denver. NDAA Republican Convention. Now we're eligible for indefinite detention. They make the credible seem like idiots invented, but we rally for our freedom and leave them with a message. We stood together and rewrote history. Nobody but Paul, my vote is for liberty. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's Ron Paul, Ron Paul. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's Ron Paul, Ron Paul.
Dr. Paul seems right, but I heard he can't win.
That's that mainstream media misleading you again.
Let's believe the TV been deceiving you, my friend. They got too much invested in keeping you in debt.
So he wants it in the Fed too. How can I forget?
The best to blame for inflation, which enslaves you to your debt.
You work your finger to the bone, so they print you up a check. Tax your labor, only 2/3 is really what you get.
How you question him on war when he's supported by the best? If you support another candidate, your hands are colored red from the blood of our soldiers. Hear the conscience in your head. End the wars, bring our troops home and strengthen our defense.
How can you doubt it's our civil liberties he will protect when the Constitution dictates everything he said? Never flip-flop once, only preaches what he meant, so stand strong now. Give me liberty or death. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's
Ron Paul, Ron Paul. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's Ron Paul, Ron Paul.
We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's
Ron Paul, Ron Paul. We need to rise and fight for the Constitution. Organize to shine a light on this illusion. There's only one president who can do it. It's Ron Paul, Ron Paul.
This is Alex Jones, and there's a war on for your mind. And Moses Flows and Doc Risk are patriots!
King Bear. Super duper overtime.
Be cash.
You said it yourself that a lot of people in the Libertarian Party is already involved in crypto, but it seems that people that are in crypto inevitably wind up starting to have very libertarian views of economics.